Bonjour à tous, bienvenue pour notre huitième leçon des 24 leçons de ce cours de français pour débutants totalement gratuit sur la chaîne YouTube. Hi everybody, how's everybody doing? Today our objective are first of all use the verb jouer and faire verb with sports because we are going to talk about our practice of sports and then we will see how to ask question and answer. Tu fais du sport? Any type of sport? So, c'est parti, on y va, on attaque. Okay, now see very carefully the given constructions and the sentences. We have faire du sport. Another verb is jouer with a preposition jouer à plus sport. For example, je fais du sport, I do sports. Je fais du yoga, I do yoga. Je fais du vélo, I ride a bike. Je joue au foot, I play soccer. Je joue au basket, I play basketball. Ok, ça va. Fantastique, super. Allez, regardez un petit peu some very specific grammar topics in French. Okay, now see, when we use the verb faire de choose a sport when the sport is masculine. Yes, sports have gender in French. Most of them are masculine. Okay, so with the sports which are masculine, we are going to use du. For example, je fais du football, je fais du rugby, je fais du ping pong, je fais du tennis, etc. When the sport is feminine, we are going to use de la. For example, je fais de la boxe. That means I do boxing. Okay. Je fais de la natation, I do swimming, etc. If the sport is starting with a vowel, there are very less sports which starts with a vowel. Okay, so when it is starting with a vowel in French, we are going to use del apostrophe. For example, je fais de l'escalade and je fais de l'athlétisme. Okay, are you getting? If the sport is masculine, we are going to use du. If it is feminine, we are going to use de la. If it is starting with val, in that case, we are going to use the preposition de with l apostrophe. Now, the million-dollar question, how do we know which sport is masculine and feminine? Well, no worries. Step by step, we will give you in the Telegram support group a list of masculine and feminine and starting with the vowel sport. Okay, so you will have like a basic list of vocabulary you can use and later write as much as you can, record yourself as much as you can, and you will have it for the rest of your French life. Now if we're looking at the verb jouer with the preposition plus sports, normally we use jouer with team sports. Okay, always some sports that we are not like a team sport that we can use with always an exception in French. Okay, so same when the sport is masculine, we use, for example, je joue au football, je joue au rugby, je joue au ping pong, je joue au tennis. Now I can hear the question ping pong, tennis, individual sport. So I would say we can use them here as an exception in French language, like in your mother tongue. So chill everybody, okay? When it's feminine, we will use à la. Je joue à la pétanque. Je joue à la pelote basse. So here we have the feminine sports, right? So je joue à la pétanque. Je joue à la pelote. Here, La Pelote Basque, which is Basque country specific sports, you can play by yourself, but you can also play with all the people on your team. Je joue à la pétanque, je joue à la pelote basque. Now we are going to see some negative sentences. Okay. Now, what are some negative formations, some negative sentences? Je ne fais pas de sport. I don't do sports. Watch out. Everybody, du, de la, de, l'apostrophe, de, L apostrophe becomes de when the sentence is negative. Okay. Je fais du foot. Je ne fais pas de foot. Now, no worries if you do the mistake. I know plenty of people who speak wonderfully and they still make mistakes. So no stress, everybody. But this is only with you. De la de l'apostrophe. Je fais du foot. Je ne fais pas de foot. If we are using the verb jouer au, okay, with our preposition, we keep the same article even if the form is negative. Je ne joue pas au foot. I don't play soccer. What about you? Do you play soccer? Moi, je ne joue pas au foot. Je ne fais pas de foot. Okay, got it? If you guys remember, one of our pro tip to speak French when we use negative sentence is to skip the no. Instead of saying je ne fais pas de sport, we can say je fais pas de sport. Instead of saying je ne joue pas au tennis, we can say je joue pas au tennis. Okay. Question to practice. Remember, everybody, if you are able to make an affirmative sentence, you have to ask yourself, am I able to ask a question to someone for him or her to answer that same sentence? Okay. Easy question. Tu fais du sport? You do sports. Do you do sports? Tu fais du sport? And oui, to answer, oui, je fais du tennis. Non, je ne fais pas de sport. Another question. Quel sport fais-tu? You see, instead of saying tu fais, we say fais-tu. Fais-tu come. It is, isn't it? Quel sport fais-tu? What sport do you play? What sport do you practice? How to answer that question? Je joue au basket, je fais du basket, je fais de l'escalade, je fais de la natation ou je fais ou de la boxe. Okay. Now, question to practice with ask. This is a very specific thing in French. Why? Because it's not mandatory. You can ask a question without or with ask. The answer is going to be same, but it is a bit more polite and understandable if you use ask, and the answer is always going to be yes, no, yes, no. Look at that. Listen and repeat. Est-ce que tu fais du sport? Est-ce que tu fais du sport? Est-ce que tu joues au football? To answer that question, we can say oui, je fais du tennis. Est-ce que tu fais du sport? Non, non, je ne fais pas de sport. Est-ce que tu joues au football? Oui, je joue au football. Oh, j'aime jouer au football. You remember the verb aimer, to like. J'aime, to like, okay? J'aime, je n'aime pas. Oui, j'aime jouer au football. Non, je n'aime pas jouer au football. I hope you understood this. Okay, guys, if you feel it's a little bit complicated, it's completely normal to feel overwhelmed a little bit when you are learning a new language. So don't forget, after just this listen, to go to the Telegram support group, write everything you can in your notebook, review your notebook every time you can record yourself speaking in French. All these little things that will be very helpful for your improvement. Okay, and yes, of course, go to the Telegram group, download all the material, do the exercises of grammar, vocabulary, phonetics, write the key sentences in your notebook, and wait for the next lesson. Do not forget to subscribe, like my channel, and if you have any suggestions, you can drop your messages, your comments in the comment box. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir. Bonne journée. Bisous, bisous.